Cold ice.
Cold ice.
Cold ice.
Molson's ice.
It's smooth. That used to be your thing in high school. You used to suggest that things were as smooth as Molson's ice.
Did I?
All the fucking time.
Oh, I don't remember that. Are we recording?
Yeah, we're recording.
Okay.
You would constantly compare the smoothness of things
You want to know what's funny?
to Molson's ice.
You want to know what's funny? I don't know what Molson's ice is.
Oh, I know. That's why I loved it so much.
Oh, what is Molson's ice?
It's a beer.
Oh.
And I think it's Molson ice.
Oh, really?
I don't even think it's Molson's ice.
Is it still a beer?
No, it's just, yeah, exactly. It's Molson ice. So now that you know what it was, you weren't even saying it correctly.
Molson's ice.
Yeah, it's like, oh, yeah, Molson. Oh, he's got the best ice.
That's what I thought it was.
Well, you're like, well, I know about Molson.
I know about his history with ice.
Well, and I know it's his ice.
Yeah.
So I'm just using the possessive here. It's not that weird.
Are we going to make a strip?
Stu Ripu. Yes. You know. No, I don't want to use my voice to dictate. Have you ever used a voice dictation software that was worth shit?
I've never used one. Period.
Every now and then, the one on the iPhone, like the one that I use on my Pebble, I think might just be using the iPhone's thing. Like for short things, it's fine. But anytime I try to do anything substantial with it, like we thought it might be handy for Elliot too.
Yeah.
Having to modify it, like learning the syntax and then having to modify it and edit the output of it.
It would just take you more time.
It was worse.
Yeah.
It was worse. It's easier just to lord over him, just to be like a monolith and just sort of stand there in the room while he types. Like that's more effective
than text to speech.
Than text to speech.
Or speech to text.
Whichever. The creating an atmosphere of terror and impossibility for my son, far more effective.
Yeah. I'm going to be doing that here pretty soon for a bunch of boys.
Camp style?
Yeah, I went to the camp chaperone.
Orientation
last night and learned about my responsibilities.
I mean, obviously that's not the strip.
Yeah.
But that seems so rich. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it is the strip. It seems like video games are cool. I don't know. But okay, so anytime you go to anything, you think it's stupid, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Anytime you go to something and like their presumption is that you can't read.
Yeah.
Like their presumption is that you have like zero investment of any kind. But for me to go to something like that means I'm invested. Yeah. I don't just go to something like that for no reason. Like it's hard to get time out.
Yeah.
If I have to go to something like that, I'm going to pay attention.
But I think these people giving these, I don't know, presentations, I think they could amp it up a little bit.
You think like a smoke machine or?
I don't know, something. Give me something. Like I'm there, I'm invested. But these PowerPoints.
These decks, if you will. Are you saying they're not bringing their best fonts?
No. I had to be there for an hour in the school gymnasium being told not to let a kid kill himself in front of me. If the child tries to go into the river by themselves, don't let them. All right? I won't do that.
How do they think this? Like, what happened that first year?
Yeah.
Like the first year, did they have no presentation? And then they're like, oh no, we gotta get in there and put down some ground rules.
You never read Lev Grossman's The Magicians.
Wait, hold on a second. So why is the lisp on Lev Grossman, but then The Magicians doesn't get the lisp?
The Magicians.
There you go.
I loved it. I know. Really fucking loved it.
You're a huge fan. Are you watching the show?
I am watching the show. It's great.
Is it good? Is it like the book?
It is, yeah.
Cool.
But The Magicians is basically, and Lev knows this, like when he wrote it, like you can tell he knows what he's doing. It's an adult version of Harry Potter.
It's a homage?
It's grown up Harry Potter.
Homage.
But he twists it in some really interesting ways. But something they couldn't really do in Harry Potter, but that he did in The Magicians.
Is it erotic?
No.
Oh.
There's a year where they all died. The whole year, the whole grade just died. And no one knows why or what happened to them exactly.
That's great.
Yeah. And so when you're talking about, like, what happened in that 1 year to make for these rules, it made me think of that.
Oh, and no one knows?
No one knows.
Is that a part of the story, trying to figure out?
Yeah, what did they do to themselves? Like, let's see. So, yeah, I have to be a counselor there. Apparently, the staff at the camp is very appreciative of the parent counselors and gives them treats.
Like rum?
I don't know. I just was told that they were treated very well and they have special treats.
They get a rum ration?
If it's not rum, maybe it'll be like cookies or something.
But this is what I like. It's like, but it's all the fundamental things about the camp.
Yeah.
That you need to know, but that includes, because we had talked, I had actually listened to the podcast that we did for the first strip.
I think it's so weird that you listen to our podcast.
About the camp. I can't help it.
Yeah.
It's, you know what it is? It's so refreshing. Because a lot of times I'll listen to people and they don't know shit. And then when I listen to our podcast, like, for some reason, it's like, it makes me feel better. Just to hear someone saying what I perceive to be truth, even though it's you. Me. Yeah, it's like I'm looking in a mirror and it's like, oh, there's someone like me out there. Because I don't.
So you're in the car driving like, this guy knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, so finally
someone is saying the truth.
Finally someone says what we're all thinking. But that's just it. Like, there is no one like me. I'm not like trying to be like, I'm not trying to say, oh, because I'm so special. I don't think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I'm the only one. But by the same token, it's very isolating. But no. It's like we used to have these crabs. Did you ever have a big fish tank?
Were you a fish tank
family?
Doctor?
No, not pubic lice.
Oh.
You beast. No, we had these crabs in this big fish tank.
Yeah.
That we had at home. And you know how it's sort of reflective on the inside, like they can't really see you or anything.
Right.
And there was this tiny little crab, but he was like a sort of like a fiddler crab type dude where he had that huge ass claw.
Uh-huh.
And then like the tiny goofy claw.
Yeah.
And so he would scurry out from under a fucking pirate chest or whatever. And then he'd go and he would see himself in the mirror.
Okay.
And he would be like, who's this asshole?
Hey.
And then he would go through this like complicated dominance dance
with himself. That's you in the car?
I think so. It's just like by the same token, like, to have a rival means that you are a competitor, right? Mm-hmm. And that's with the crab. He feels more crabby because even though it's just a reflection, he sees something else like that. But what I'm saying is, on this PowerPoint presentation, first of all, PowerPoint by itself, I just think PowerPoint is funny. If I see something in a PowerPoint, like, it's, for me, it like gains 10 humor points.
Yeah.
There's just something about it.
Yeah.
But the idea that there's rituals or there's things at the camp that are being taught alongside the regular information that are not regular information. Like, about how the shit is haunted.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Oh, what do I need to inject into this?
Well, I'm just saying that, like, they're presenting the information for the camp. It's like, yeah,
I see what you're saying.
Obviously the water is a dangerous area, but it's just like...
It's in a PowerPoint.
Yeah,
there is a spectral...
infestation.
A spectral child.
No,
he died at camp. He lives there in the attic.
Yes, every child who has ever died at camp has gloms onto a kind of meta spirit that grows in size and terror each year. Like, these are just the ghosts. Like, they're just like, they have to break down the ghosts.
Yeah.
And it's like, occasionally, obviously the prophecy says that 4 children.
Yeah. I think that's pretty funny.
I don't know. It's so ridiculous. It's like, God, I hate this kind of...
I do.
I hate this kind of shit.
But I think it's especially bad because you and I have structured our lives in a way where we can go years without ever having to see a PowerPoint.
Oh, yeah. It's like
years.
It's like when I have to wear a shirt that has buttons on it, like, it's
especially bad.
I feel like I'm covered in head to toe with Crisco. Like, I feel greasy and vile. I mean, here's the reality. There's only one type of shirt I do like. I bought 10 of them, and I just wear those.
Yeah.
Like it occurs to me now, like a while ago, it used to be like, well, I don't like thinking about what I have to wear in the morning. Like that's an imposition on me. I don't like it.
Yeah.
And now I think that I might be crazy.
Oh, you're absolutely crazy. You're a
yeah,
crazy
but it's like I can't. It's like I know that I'm crazy, but I can't tell exactly how.
Yeah.
You know, like, I know that I'm. But nuts.
you don't know what the normal is. You don't have anything to measure it against.
Yeah, because I don't know any normal people.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know what they do.
I think they watch PowerPoint presentations.
Well, I guess they wear more than one shirt.
Yeah, and wear different shirts.
Different kinds of shirts. Well, here. I'm with it. I love it. So you starts out. Maybe Gabe is probably bored, right?
Yeah. My God, I can't believe. Let's see. So I mean, we have to set it up somehow.
You know, it's a thought bubble. Oh no, we're starting with God damn it, it's PowerPoint. They're gonna great. Get an hour of this PowerPoint. Wait, hold on. Nope, things are looking up. Maybe he's thinking about it over the top, and it's just like,
yeah. How do you present it?
Oh, you present it. You present it via PowerPoint slides. This is presenting things. Doing a comic about PowerPoint. You're overthinking this, man.
Well, I'm the one that has to make it.
Oh, I'm not saying that. I think that the second and third panels are probably not. They're probably not very sophisticated from a rendering perspective.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I think they look.
You think they're slides?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Now you can either do it. You can either do it full panel, or we bump it back a little bit, and it's in the dark, and you can see the screen back there that's got some of the data on there.
Yeah.
I mean, those are the two ways to do it. I think. You know, take a break, man. You're thinking, oh, I got to draw it. It's got to look good. No. Come over to my side.
I'm trying to think of how I would do it. How I would make them look like PowerPoint presentations.
Yes. Yeah.
It would not be hard. I can do that. And
No.
So the two panels.
I believe in you. I think that panels 2 and 3 are different things from the presentation.
Okay, and so
you do the intro. Gabe is mad in the first panel, and we are privy to his thoughts. Or this person has an annoying way of speaking, right?
Honestly, this person is probably going to read this comic.
So you want to do it with your mind?
Well, I mean, I'm saying that the person who gave this presentation is actually pretty cool, and they play video games, and they're probably going to read this Panera.
Oh, here, then we definitely don't want to.
I don't want to shame them.
We don't want to pee in their mouths.
I think she did her best, given what she was tasked with.
Well, yeah, which is a fundamentally impossible thing.
Yeah.
It's like you have all these captives. It's like you're just trying to be the nicest hostage taker.
Yeah.
All right, obviously I have you all here. You can't leave.
And to some extent she's like, we appreciate your time. We know that it's hard to come down here. She was very good.
Well, honestly, that isn't a bad intro.
Yeah.
We appreciate everybody's time. And then gives oh shit, PowerPoint. Yeah. It's just like we just wanted to tell you a little bit about the camp you're going to be counseling at.
Yeah, your kids are going to have a great time at camp. And we appreciate you being counselor or volunteering to be counselors, like something.
Yeah.
That. Hello, future counselors.
Yeah, there we go.
We appreciate your time, and we know your kids are going to have a great time at camp. I think that's pretty solid.
Yeah, Michael, I have to commend you on it. It's a very dense delivery of virtually every piece of important information. You have leveraged a great power.
I distilled it.
Your time. We know your kids are gonna have a great time at camp.
Please, no PowerPoint. I'm gonna start with the PowerPoint.
No PowerPoint.
Please, no PowerPoint.
And we have a great. And we have an hour long.
Yeah. And I'm going to start the hour-long PowerPoint.
We've got a PowerPoint that lasts about an hour.
That's about an hour.
No PowerPoint. The second PowerPoint is no PowerPoint with an exclamation point. So this is a thought.
Yeah.
He's not yelling it, I don't think. Or it could be small. Honestly, whichever one looks funnier.
Yeah, he might be whispering it to himself.
Yeah, because I was thinking about Gabe. It's like, obviously, to be polite, you would not say it out loud, but that's not on brand for Gabe at all.
Now, my one question I asked was if there were power outlets in the cabins. and people laughed, and then she said, yes, you can charge your phones.
But you're not supposed to use them, right?
Well, you're not. The kids aren't allowed to bring any electronics, but she said it was okay for parents to bring a phone. She's like, we understand that you can't be without.
God, it'd be so great if you had like that phablet, like the iPhone, and everything. Is that a phone? Yes, and you'd like hold it.
Well, what's funny is the guy next to me that's like, you bringing your Xbox? No, maybe.
No, you bringing your Xbox? Fuck no. I'm bringing my PS4.
God. What'd be great though is I'm allowed to bring a backpack. Like the kids have to take their shit the day before and then they get sent up to camp, but I could bring a backpack.
Dude, do you remember those ballin' ass backpacks we had that were like,
you could stuff a game console and had like a monitor?
Yeah. Holy shit, dude, that was pimp for real. Where it's like the bottom unzipped, it had those venting things on the side.
Yeah.
And then you had like the bottom zip where you could plug the controllers in. Like you don't even have to plug the fucking controllers in anymore. Like today's consoles would be even better at this.
If I was the only dad in the like there's going to be two other dads.
Yeah, dude, you would be the
I don't know that I could trust them.
He would be the founder of some forest religion. Like if only they followed your tenets,
yeah,
they could come to your cabin and partake. Yes, have you tasted of the fountain? Here. So we need to figure out about the different ghosts.
What's funny is when he said that to me, he's like, I thought you were going to bring your Xbox and the plasma. My first thought was exactly what you said. And my head was like, I'm not going to bring my fucking Xbox. I'd bring a PS4.
Yeah, exactly.
But I decided, I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to say that to this man.
Yeah, I'm not going to get into that.
He's trying to engage me on my level.
Yeah. You don't want to bust into some kind of goddamn.
Yeah, he knows that I like video games.
Yeah, he's trying to be cool.
I was like, and so I just did like, yeah.
Yeah, but basically.
But in my head, I'm like, no.
Come on.
No, absolutely not.
It. That's weird shit, man. Knock it off. but that's basically it, right? It's like,
yeah.
There's no content. Like the speech, you always get mad at me because you think that when I'm talking to people, I'm not actually talking to them.
That's true.
But I don't think anybody's talking to anybody. I think everybody is just operating.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's just iterating some genetic directive. There's no real conversation. There's no true dialogue. Everyone is just saying what they want the most and hoping someone will give it to them.
I told you that like the maddest my dad has been at me. Have I told you that story about the golf course? I played golf with my dad all the time, and he would always put us with two other guys, and I would never speak to them.
Oh, right.
And my dad thought it was so rude. And so one day I decided...
He basically just wanted you to iterate some small talk,
yeah,
right?
And so I started doing small talk one day, and these guys loved it. And my dad was furious because he knew I wasn't serious.
But he was the only one who could tell.
Yeah, but I was making fun of these guys.
Yeah, that's
What's the weather like there? Really?
Oh, Michael.
You know I've got an aunt down there?
Oh. Well, no, but it's like for me, I'll do it.
But they loved it. To them, I was the coolest kid.
Yeah, exactly.
And they like, oh, your son's so friendly.
Yeah. See, and I like especially with older people. I say older, even though I'm like 1,000 years old. But people who are older than me really want to talk to people who are younger than them.
Yeah,
they want people who are younger than them to talk to them, and I'm not sure they care too much. What about? Like, do you remember when we were on that plane once, and I was talking to? There was that woman next to me.
Yes.
And what were we talking about? Koalas?
I don't remember. It was Australia.
Yeah. We were talking about koalas.
I think you were talking about koala bears, yeah.
Yeah. But I was talking about how they can like get law degrees.
Yeah, you would say nonsense things.
Yeah, but she loved it.
Yeah.
Like, it was fun. And I think that is sort of, that's just sort of what happens most of the time. Like what he was really saying was, I have remembered something about you. Here it is.
Right. That's
all.
Yeah.
That's all he's saying.
Yeah.
I recognize you from before.
You're a human, and I know that.
You're a human like me.
and rather than get into what a weird human I am,
yes,
I decided to be like, you know what? I am a person.
Yeah, there's no reason
like you.
There's no reason to turn him away at the door.
Right.
There's no reason to fuck with him.
No.
He's legit trying to remember you,
Yeah.
right? That's all we can expect from another person is that they can differentiate us from desks and chairs.
But I don't require that.
I don't require it from other people, and I don't do it on purpose.
Yeah. And so when I don't differentiate other people from tables and chairs, I am a bad guy. But I don't require that from other people, and so I don't.
I know, but this rule structure is external to us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That it's like that. It serves a purpose that's external to our desires, and so, if generally speaking, for the most part, it's worth which is what you did for this guy.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, it's worth the gesticulation required. I mean, these things it's designed to minimize tensions between people.
Right.
I understand, like, I can see it. Like, I can, like, look down and see it. I know the whole mechanism, and generally, like, my brain structure incentivizes me to joke with people.
Right.
And I do. And generally speaking, they seem to like it. Like, I don't know, like, Brenna doesn't really like to talk to strangers very much. Which I completely understand.
Yeah, Kara doesn't either.
Yeah, but I love it. I think it's a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, I don't like it. I
Really?
can do it,
Oh, yeah, but I've seen you do it.
but I don't like it.
So why do you do it when you do it?
When have you seen me do it? I
would
haven't
say-
had to do it.
I would say restaurants are a common context,
What do you mean?
like servers and
I talk to them?
yeah, you don't even know you're doing it.
Oh, I joke. I make
Yes.
jokes.
You see,
I'm not
you-
doing it for that
See,
person.
See, you don't even. Oh, I see. You
I'm
don't
trying to
even
make the
consider-
people at the table or myself laugh.
Oh, you don't even Okay, of course. All right. Now I understand.
Huh.
Now I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you don't remember it because it's not real. All right.
Yeah, it drives Kara crazy because I do it with girls. Like, if there's like someone checking us out, I always try to make. I'm trying to make.
Checking you out?
No, like if we're checking out and like someone's ringing us up.
Oh, at a store. Okay.
Yeah, I try to make people laugh, not because I'm trying to make me laugh or Kara laugh, right? And I'll use someone around us to do that. But to her, I'm flirting with this girl.
Oh, God. And does she know that person doesn't exist?
I don't think so.
That's
Because she sees this girl laugh, and I've made her laugh, and I've made all of us laugh, right?
That's so weird. So it seems like we have opposite. It seems like we approach that in an opposite way. I recognize the other person, and then I make like a word bridge, right? Like I recognize that other person, and then I try to find a language combination that will elicit some kind of like shared moment. And for you, it's like
No, you know what they are?
they're an audience.
Yeah, they're an audience.
Yeah. And in the same way that, like, if you're on stage, it's actually very hard to see individual people in the audience.
Yeah, you can't see past the stage.
Just the presence.
Yeah.
You
I just
know-
want to hear that laugh.
Oh man!
Like,
It's
I hear the
no, you know what I
word.
mean? It's like that Dragon Age novel with Cole, where the only time he knows if someone's real or not is when he kills them.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, you have produced the laughter fruit.
Yeah.
You are now temporarily real to me.
For me, I think they're like the person who throws the skeet up or the machine that launches it. Like, they just say something, and they're not important anymore. I've heard what they said, and now I have a joke to say about, like, I have something to play off of that.
Yeah, you need something to bank off of, right?
Yeah. And yeah, then they laugh. That's great. But they're not real. They're just the machine that launched the word up for me to shoot it.
Oh, that's why we work. Because I'm constantly putting out words. I'm just like the tennis ball machine.
Yeah, you really are.
It's like so many words. Like, you finally found. You finally found a person who talks so much. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's reel it back in. So,
All right.
frame 2. So we got a PowerPoint deck that lasts about an hour.
Rah!
Yeah. No, I say no response. We already know what the response would be. There's no reason to waste a bubble on it.
Yeah.
So now, but on this thing, like the forest, like it's the different things that are in the forest.
Well,
like
I think you do two panels. I think the middle one should be straight. In fact, I think it should be really dull.
But which one is dull? Is the third one dull or is the second one dull?
I think
you have to build basically, if you want to build an arc, like I can appreciate both of those, but I think that as a generality, that's not how you expect that to go.
Yeah, I think you go dull and you give Gabe a word balloon about like, oh no, like something to that effect.
Yeah,
and then you do interesting in the third.
Totally. Yeah. But even the dull one can have an interesting texture.
Yeah, it should be ridiculously dull. Like they're telling you this stuff like you're, a 3-year-old.
Yes. No. Children drown in water.
Yeah.
No. Children cannot breathe water.
Children cannot breathe in the water. So don't let them go underwater. Don't let them hold rocks underwater.
She shouldn't speak because it's going to take up too much space.
That's true.
With the bubble. Yeah, I think you get a line response, but then the text is just up there, so it has to be more stolid than that. Yeah. The river should just be the thing at the top, right?
Yeah.
Avoid the river. No unsupervised, right?
Yeah.
No unsupervised access to the water.
To water.
Children cannot breathe water.
And should not be allowed to drown. Children cannot breathe water.
No, children cannot breathe water. Children must breathe to live.
Children must breathe air to live. Yeah, that's it. Children must breathe air to live.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, does Gabe even need a line there? Like, it's so good.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, honestly, look, if he doesn't have anything great to add,
yeah, just let it go.
It should just be like, it's just basically you as the reader are just having to endure it with him, right?
Slide 1. Maybe that's it. Like,
dude, okay, real quick, no, just 1 second. It was so much fun to do the strikes last night with you and Kara.
Yeah.
But also, it's just like, I don't care. I mean, Allah cool, whatever, man. It's just, I don't want to deal with this dark blade.
No, that's Allah cool is the dark blade.
What?
What?
I don't even need to deal with.
They're one and the same.
Allah cool is whatever. Fuck him. I don't give a shit. But if I get some dark blade up in here, now I'm in trouble. You know what I mean?
You didn't even know they were the same guy.
All right, Allah cool. All right, so then what is this last one is about? Is it the forest?
I think it was the...
So the first one, if the first one is the river, the second could be the forest. Just as the top level thing, or should it be the name of something?
Yeah, like Devil's Glade or something like, right? Like...
No, Satan's... I think Satan is better. People don't use Satan enough. I don't feel like, right?
Yeah. Satan's crater.
No. Should I say Satan's crater? Beware Satan's crater.
Beware Satan's crater. It's like a smoldering pit.
No, a caldera. Because the language has to get weird, right?
Yeah. We used caldera in a strip already, though.
Oh, yeah, dude. Hold on a second. It's caldera and wyvern, right?
Yeah.
It's like... Real wyverns want to fuck midair in a haunted caldera.
I'm not going to let you use caldera twice in Penny Arcade.
Well, no, I understand. But honestly, if I only get one caldera,
yeah,
I used it right.
It was well spent.
Yeah. Beware Satan's crater. Maybe it has other names, too. Other names include...
Well, we got to have room for... Let's see.
There's going to be 3 or 4 lines. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. But another... because haunted evil things always have other... They always have other names. Like, the different people who have lived there over time all call bad things different stuff.
Right. I think it should be, like, this smoldering pit, and then I think the surrounded... Like, the area around it should be haunted.
Oh, yeah. A smoldering pit. A smoldering pit. God, there's got to be... pit, honestly, is such a great word.
It is a good word.
Like if we shipped with pit, we'd be fine.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think if there's other types of holes. We got hollows, right?
Yeah. You have anus. Anus is a hole.
Yeah,
it's a butthole.
Occasionally that stuff, especially that sort of like more gothic horror, always has that body aspect. Rupture.
Sphincter. Rupture's pretty good.
Rupture has those body aspects too.
Blister.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah.
Like a pock mark, right?
Mm-hmm.
Smoldering rupture in the flesh of the earth.
Cursed blister.
The smoldering gives you the visual image of the smoke,
I like that.
right? Yeah, not good. Cometh.
Cometh only in threes. Approach only in threes.
I like that because it's all that haunted shit is all about rules, right?
Right. Or not at all.
Yeah, approach in threes or not at all.
Yeah. Gaze at own risk.
Gazes also into you.
Gaze into swirling abyss at own risk. Gazing, because they needed oh God.
What?
They needed a doctor's note for sunscreen. They consider it a medication.
That's stupid.
And it has to be applied by the nurse.
Dude, that nurse is just gonna be there greasing up kids
all day. I think it's a fetish. Honestly,
yeah, no.
I think it's this old woman who likes to lube up kids.
Yeah, and she's like, "Oh, I'm not done."
Yeah, because then this other mom was like, well, "What about you said to bring bug spray? Does that need a permission slip?" And the nurse is like, "No, they can spray that on."
What the hell?
Yeah,
the hell is that even about?
Gazing into swirling abyss requires parental permission slip.
Yeah. Requires permission slip, right?
Yeah, requires separate permission slip. Gazing into the...
No, just gazing into abyss.
Into abyss.
Requires permission slip.
Requires permission slip.
And then one more, and then approach in threes or not at all.
Yeah.
Smoldering rupture in the flesh of God's earth.
Yeah.
Gazing into abyss requires permission slip. Home of something, right?
Yeah.
The name I have is Kerkalko. Like Kerkalko. It's like all dashes, right? It has to sound old.
Yeah, but then he also needs a name like
of course he is.
Yeah. The blood father. Blood.
Let's see. It's an uncle.
Blood uncle? The fetid.
No, the ever thirsting.
That's not right.
Ever thirsting is good, but it can.
The name is so good. His title needs to be stronger.
The implication has to be that he's got this tripartite.
Even ancient, even older.
Oh, you mean in terms of the language?
Yeah, like the first. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like make it even.
No,
because that name is so old.
The first is right, but like the first. If you say the first, it just sounds like he is like of some.
Yeah, there's his
patriarch,
dad. Right.
In
That's
Maine.
just the tone I'm looking for.
Yeah, no,
right?
totally.
Like, yeah.
First to kill.
Yeah. The one who...
No. Home of Kerkalko, who was first to kill.
Who was first to kill. Yeah.
Okay, I think we did it.
Got it.
When I cast the pot, it's like I cast the rod, keeping it hard like a motherfucker gas robot.
I'm reeling cod, today's fresh catch. I mean a podcast, something about nets.
Yes, it gets better when it's wetter. I'm fettered by my fish gear, catch and release. Get in that crease when my fish near.
Talk about a plant best laid off that stray. And yes, I crave that tuna with his peck fin splayed. But while I'm glistening from the whole sea, you better listen into TLC.
I got that wild caught salmon. It's tender and it's moist.
Downloadable content, a podcast of choice.